Testing one, two, three. Testing one, two, three, four. Can everybody hear me okay?
Loud and clear, Tom. Loud and clear.
Hey, Morris. While I'm waiting, there's people signing in. I think we're used to going at 3. I was going to go a little bit earlier, and we still got people signing in. So one of the things that I'm looking at is the seasonality of next week, December 15th through the end of the week. Should be very bullish. And as long as we stay above, I've been talking about it all week long. The QQQ 525, 525, 55, and it went down today to 27, which is not unexpected, but it's at 530.62. And if you look at that, you got to say to yourself, okay, it's just slowly but surely building up some steam, I think, to have a good week next week. And if you look at stocks like Tesla, Tesla today's up 14 bucks, 432.49. Um, it's looking stronger than garlic, Tesla. Another stock that's getting close to breaking out again is DJT. DJT's at 36.83. I think if it gets above 37.55, it'll start rocking and rolling. Palantir. Palantir is a company that's got my attention, and I gave it a little bit of money. Uh, and so now I've been really watching it and finding its patterns and stuff. But Palantir starts taking out 75.55, then 77.55, then it'll go up and challenge this week's high, which was 80.40. But that stock's going higher, I think. Okay. It came down twice and held the monthly open. And that's usually a very bullish sign if it doesn't break that. So Palantir, has anybody traded Palantir before? Palantir? Yep. Yeah, it's got my attention. I like the way the stock trades. I like the way it looks, and I think there's some opportunity there going in from this year and if Linda got in at $10. Linda, you didn't call me and let me know. Tom, let's get in this stock. It's going to go from 10 to 70. You got leaps out to February. Good for you, Michael. Yeah, this stock's got it's got some fuel behind its sales. Anyway, but Palantir is one that I'm looking at. Palantir. I guess my 5 top tickers right now looking at them is the QQQ, Palantir, DJT, Tesla, and I thought Nvidia was going to come into play, but it didn't. I guess you'd have to look at Apple, even though Apple's hit this brick wall up here at 250, you know? Yeah, we'll get started in a few minutes. Here's a couple numbers that you need to know for the week. Let me give them to you real quick. E-mini, 60, 60. So I do, Laura. I think it's it'll pop probably after the first of the year, maybe, or even before that. I've never traded Broadcom per se, Avco. I've never traded it. But here's the numbers. Write these numbers down. Let me just give you the number that turns it bullish. 60.75 for the E-mini. 60.75 turns it bullish. NASDAQ takes out 218.55. 21,855. That's the NASDAQ futures. 21855 would turn it bullish. Gold would have to go above 2716. Gold would have to go above 2716. Apple 250.80. Apple 250.80. Apple 258. Bitcoin would have to go above 105,000 to start running again. Bitcoin 105,000. Nvidia, the number actually is 138.55. It keeps coming down. 138.55 is the number on Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, Nvidia. I gave you Tesla. QQQ is bullish. It's just bullish. QQQ is bullish above 425.55 on the QQQ. Uh, I did a play today. Y'all want to hear about a play I did today? I did a couple plays today on the QQQ, but I think the QQQ, here's a play that you could look at. Um, Let me look at it again. Here's a play. Might wait to Monday or Tuesday, but here's a play that I'm really thinking is going to pay off big. Let me find it for us. QQQ. Here's a play that looks pretty good to me this afternoon. It's the five, let me give it to you. It's the spread on the QQQ. Let's see. Let me give it to you real quick. The 534.78, 539.78 expires January 17th. Jonathan, go on and put that in T&T if you will. Will you do that?
That's the Jan 17th,
While waiting, why don't you do that real quick
534.78.
and then let me know you got it done.
Can you hear me, Tom? Can anyone hear me?
Did you hear me, Jonathan?
All right, we got the fun situation where Tom can't hear me, but you all can. We'll have to figure that out later.
Hey, Jonathan, did you hear me? I can't I can't hear you, Jonathan. It's weird. He's calling me. Yeah, he put it and we'll follow that trade in TNT. The reason I'm picking January 17th, the inauguration day is the January the 20th, and we should be out of that trade way before then. I just want to be out around inauguration day because it might be one of these buy on the rumors, sell on the news type days once we get there. But it should be enough of what I would call uh, stuff. Okay. Polly 235 should get you filled about 235. Let's see. I think everybody's had time to get signed in. I'm gonna get started. Let me let Jonathan get that out, and then I'll give a couple minutes for that. Jonathan, why don't you type into the room when you're done? Okay, trade's out. All right, folks, I want to get started. Thank you for coming. We're going to wrap up our week today. I want to go through a few slides and talk about some numbers, but get joined on my free Telegram channel and YouTube if you get a chance. Don, TNT is a 24-hour service that I have that I'm able to reach out and touch people quite often in. It's if you want to know more about it, I'll explain at the end or something. Okay? Just hang loose. Risk involved, there's a high degree of risk involved in trading. Okay? Past performance is not indicative of future results. Do your due diligence. Okay? In my opinion. You always should not never pay more than 50% of the width of a spread. So if it's a $5 spread, the max you want to pay is 250. That's my rule. All right, news next week, folks. We got some news just to be aware of. If you look at Monday, you got the manufacturing data. Tuesday, core retail sales. People will look at that. I don't think it's going to have a big effect. The big news next week is the Wednesday Fed meeting. Be aware, Wednesday at the Fed, okay? I will be broadcasting live from my YouTube channel. That's the only ones that will get an invitation. So you got to be a member of YouTube. and I'll broadcast live sometime that afternoon. I'll set it on the schedule when it fits, but we'll do something after the Fed. Thursday, you got GDP. That's December 19th, a little early this month, isn't it? That's third quarter is what that is, okay? And one thing I'd like to do, we ought to do this is we ought to go through some of these economic reports and really talk how to use them, okay? Some of the key reports they come out with, like GDP, PCE, unemployment, those type of things. Probably would be a nice review for us and you to do that. PCE is next week on Friday, December 20th. So we got two big announcements next week with GDP and Fed. What do we got? 18th, 19th, and 20th. It's no time for weak knees, huh? Uh, this FedEx is going to tell us a lot. What it's going to tell us is that uh, a lot of things affect the price of goods being delivered. Fuel cost and logistics. Let's keep our eye on FedEx and see how they're adapting to the current environment. Just as a general rule, FedEx is next week. Now, this week's movement on the QQQ has been very bullish, even though it's been one that would question whether or not we're in a bull or bear here in December. But you got to remember, the starting point for the QQQ was 511 for the month of December, and we had a big surge, and now you had what we call consolidation. If you look at that, it's pretty clear that the 527.30 today's low and the 533 frames to current day, but the big number is 525.55 if you take all this into play. And so I think the 525.55 tells me to be long until we close below it. I'll be playing the market from the long side or looking for long opportunities. That's my game plan. And has anybody ever heard, they named it years ago, the Santa Claus rally? Anybody ever heard of that rally? They call it the Santa Claus rally. I think next week you'll probably get to see you might get to see uh, Santa doing its thing. Okay? That's next week. Now the QQQ, the 525.55 number, I gave it to you on a Sunday night. We took off. We're at 533. Right now, the current price on the QQQ is 530.68. It's where we opened today. So we fought our way back to unchanged going into the final hour. That's bullish. We'll see how we close, but that's bullish if you take the range today. In fact, what I would do is take the high and low of the day. 533.16 to 527. It's about 530 and a half. So that's your pivot number on the QQQ for today. That's how you use that, okay? That's why I'm using the day's weakness to put on a few QQQ options going into January. That's the strategy behind that. Now, my Coin Beta channel that I started, it's a free beta channel I started. It's been very popular. We focused on educating about Bitcoin, and I kicked it off with 7 big winners in there at the first of the month. Been quiet. I'm getting ready to heat that up next week. So if you have joined the midnight program, this is another bonus that you qualify for. And if you sign up today, you'll be given an invitation. Okay? So that's my MTC is in. You know, the Moonlight Trading Club, we're kicking it off. We had a great class today. Who attended the class today? I thought it was good. For people that attended, I thought that it was a great environment to explain how this game works on selling options. The Moonlight Trading Club is set up for Monday, and we're going to probably do a trade before the end of the day. We're going to try to target some extra income thanks to the premium that comes out in the afternoon. One has shown the power to pay right around $700 on average in extra income each time we have a winner. Okay. Today I'm inviting you to join. We still got a few spots left at this discounted price. And one of the keys and one of the people like about the way I do my programs, I'll throw bonus trades out there when a strategy that you're into doesn't fit what's happening in the market, where you can pick up some extra juice on the way to the bank. And so that's a big bonus in here I wanted to highlight today. Once we get an entry, I tell anybody that was interested in trying to make money to take that trade. I know I'd take it if I talk about it, and I'll let you know right away. You'll get over 200 plus trades in the Moonlight dedicated towards income opportunities. Each Moonlight Trading Club alert will break it all down for you step by step, simple trades that we do to take advantage of the short-term options as a seller. We give you the ticker, when to place the trade, the option criteria, entries and exits. It's all in there. Each income alert has a clear instruction on how to place each trade. The hard work is finding what might or may work going into next week. You just read each alert and follow along if you choose. Nice thing about this strategy, it's the last hour strategy, takes advantage of the closing bell and the numbers that are set up along the way. If there's a trade set up, I'll know around this time of day, 3:30. Now you got to 4:15 to get the trade on. You got 45 minutes to get the trade on at the criteria that we set. So there's no rush. If you would like experience in the Moonlight Trading Club, we try to keep it hands-free as possible. The email alerts you get, cell phone alerts, but we also have our own Telegram channel for this program. And that way we can just reach out and touch you and advise you when a trade, trade's going on, the steps. That's part of what we do once we get active. Like an opportunity we had back on November the 8th. You got the email, taking a trade if you chose, and sure enough, there it is. The key to selling options is being able, on the ones that go bad, keep the losses small. And it's a numbers game. And you got, over the next 100 days, okay, you will learn so much about option selling through my program. I don't think you can get a course like that plus the trades anywhere else. It's very easy to follow along. Everybody here can do it. And simple, straightforward. I'm really going to, this week's been sort of a partial week from the set up for what I call the lucrative environment. And so we'll be as accurate as we possibly can. Our accuracy's been about 81%. That means you're going to win about 4 out of 5 trades, which makes it nice. We got a course that we teach people that are new to options where you can increase your odds, and you can apply that to other trades if you choose. Matter of fact, a lot of people tell me they didn't know some of the stuff that I give you. Like, when's the trade go bad? I've got my first master class. I told people about when a trade goes bad, an easy way to recognize that people were typing, Tom, I've been trading 20 years. I didn't know that. Well, that's when the odds turn against you on a credit spread. But not just that. Having these moonlight trades every afternoon set up, the opportunities there. It's a grind program, and you focus on 0 days to expiration options. All you do is watch at the growth of them. They're very liquid. You can get in and out of them pretty easy. And you start out small and grow it as your accuracy improves. What makes it so special is the shortened expiration as sellers. In our second class, I went through, or will go through, how to use these and maybe do some other things with them for income and maybe outsized gain. That way you can apply more of what you learn to find even more trades using these tactics. Pay attention. We got people that love selling options. I'm one of them, old Ed from Indiana. He thinks the way I teach options is simple, straightforward, entries and exits, and gives you the confidence to scale it up to a level that really gets very nice for you as you turn into a grinder. And the other good thing, you don't have to sit in front of the screen. You just put the trade on and you got the numbers and you alert yourself if you need to pay attention. That's the other beauty of this strategy. Easy to follow. I love teaching, you know that. I did a little bit of that before we got started. And old Kenneth, he joined me with VIP. Thank you, Kenneth. Now, we open it up this week. We've been bringing people in right and left. I'm not sure how many we got left. They've been keeping up with it. But clearly, there's a slot with your name on it if you decide to join me. Two big bonuses I gave you. One is the bonus trades I do with my programs. That's number one. And the second one, you're going to get in my coin beta. Okay. Those are pretty good gains, isn't it? So go to dtitrader.com/MTC or call 904-416-1776. We've cut the price down to $12.97. Now, this is going to give you 100 days. That's right, 100 days to get trained, work with me, learn this operation, learn about option selling, and really get to be what I would call an expert in this area of the market. Plus, I told you about the bonus that if you do join today, we'll put you in our coin beta room. That's where we're focused on Bitcoin here in December. And finally, I always throw bonus trades in there, and we got a bunch coming next week with this market heating up. We dodged a lot of bullets this week. I would say it was probably one of the fewest, other than select trades that we took, fewest opportunistic weeks that I've seen, okay, in the market. But it always does that during that time frame. So you heard me say that on Sunday night, played out. All I'm telling you is do not miss Sunday night. Be part of Moonlight Trading. Let's get it going. Any questions anybody has? Put a timer up there for what you're given about 10 minutes. If you like selling options, this one's got your name on it. Okay? If you like selling options. This is 1 year. 1 year. Now, the 100 days, you got to write at the end of 100 days, if I don't do what I say or meet these objectives, get your money back. And that's That's what I like about the 100 days. Everybody will be vetted by that time and wouldn't give up their spot. And I tell people this is with this type trading, we're going to hit 4 out of 5. That's our goal. And if we do, you do the math on it. Yeah, we had training today for the Moonlight. You go to the members section and get a copy of the Moonlight Trading Club and the Masterclass 1 that we did. We'll do another one next week, I'm sure. All right, I'm going to be quiet, give you a chance to join. I got to talk to Jonathan in a little bit. I'll be right back. Maybe we'll go live. Yeah, I didn't do training on midnight today. I did it yesterday, but it was so good. People were asking questions through emails to us. They loved it. So go watch yesterday's if you get a chance. Watch yesterday's. So, any other questions? I gave you my feeling on the market. I gave you the numbers. We're ready to go. Get involved on the Moonlight Trading. Hey, Don, good news. Uh, good news. Yeah, Brian, check your inbox. Uh, yeah, Don, you should get an invitation to join Coin Beta. Be looking for it because that's going to be a hot beta room next week with the seasonality happening. Uh, let's see. Brian answered your question. Go check your inbox. Watch that training I did. It was I think everybody was blown away with what they heard based on the feedback I got. Probably one of the best master classes I've done in a long time. So you know my numbers. Be there Sunday night. I'll do my 10 tickers. We'll be set and ready to go. This week has been a tough week for options for a lot of reasons, but we knew that coming into the week. And now we just gotta let it play out. Okay. That's what we'll do. We'll let it play out. But I like what I'm seeing, and I like the fact that every week seems to get better and better for everybody, the way we're doing it, grinding it out. I know I like it. Let's see, I gotta move that. Okay, that's two, three. All right, any last minute questions? Any last minute questions? All right, I'm gonna wrap it up, call it early day, watch these numbers, come back, do my stuff over the weekend. QQQ's 530.80 right now. We're about to get an opening price here and find the final countdown. Y'all have a good weekend. Study all the work. If I had to study anything over the weekend, I'd study the master white papers, and everybody knows how to get there. Jonathan to type that in there. Also, I was thinking about this. I should tell you. There's a book. Would y'all like a book that I think's a must-have book? Not mine, but one that you'll really enjoy reading this time of year. It's called The World's Greatest Stock Trader, and it was written by a friend of mine called Richard Smitten. I would encourage everybody to get a copy of that book and read it. I'm gonna pull mine off the shelf and read it between now. Jonathan and I talked about it earlier today, but that might help people. That might help people, okay? So, as I always say, I'll see you on the flip side.